Hello everybody, welcome back to BaxtyB F1. My name is BaxtyB and we have to talk about the breaking news that has just emerged in the last few moments. Sergio Perez is out at Red Bull, we knew that yesterday, but Liam Lawson is his replacement, and it's fair to say this decision isn't without its controversy. But let's start from the beginning. Sergio Perez is out. This widely expected that he was going to go. His performances really since Miami last year, but in particular this year, have been simply unacceptable. The gap between him and Max was nearly 300 points. He cost Red Bull the Constructors' Championship. That is completely unacceptable. And look, I'm a Sergio Perez guy. I've always liked him, but it's been impossible to defend his performances this year. And I think the right decision has been made. According to Red Bull, it was his decision to go. I suspect it was probably more mutual. I don't think Red Bull were unhappy to see the back of him. But look, Perez did his job as the number 2 in the season where he needed to do it in 2021. He got 3rd in the championship in 2022. He got 2nd in 2023. Red Bull extended his F1 career by 4 years because when he got replaced at Racing Point, his career was done and Red Bull gave him a lifeline. Where Perez goes from here, I do not know. Cadillac will definitely be interested in him. I think they would be stupid not to be interested in him. But yeah, it was impossible for him to justify his position at Red Bull any longer. So yeah, Perez is out. Lawson is in. Oh boy, right. So let's talk about Liam first. He's the one with the good news. I have issues with this decision, but my issues are not with him. I think Liam is a talented driver. I think he has shown that he's got the temperament to race in Formula 1. I just can't help but feel that this is too soon for the kid. Like, this is Red Bull repeating the mistakes with Gasly and with Albon, that they are chucking somebody in at the deep end who may not be ready for this opportunity. Look, Liam has jumped into other series and done very well, but going into a Red Bull alongside Max Verstappen, that's a big challenge. That's a big old challenge. And Gasly and Albon, who have shown themselves to be pretty handy peddlers, they really struggled. They really, really struggled. Now, I don't know whether Liam is going to struggle or not. You've got to assume that he will be at least 2 to 3 tenths slower than Max out the gate. If he can maintain that over a season and help Max win a championship, fair play. He's never going to be the number 1 whilst Max is there. But yeah, if he can also help the team reclaim the Constructors' Championship, then he's done his job. He has done his job, but it's a big risk by Red Bull. And a lot of their big risks haven't worked out. The only one that really worked was swapping in Max for Kvyat. That's the only one that's really worked. And I hope Liam does well. And I hope Liam proves us wrong, because he's a good kid. You can see that. But I don't know, man. This is a risk. This is a real risk. And the other element of this controversy is Yuki Tsunoda. We have to talk about Yuki Tsunoda because Yuki has been at that team since 2021. He's been part of the Red Bull family since, I think, 2019, 2020. He has done everything since Pierre Gasly left to get the seat. Ended Nick De Vries. Ended Daniel Ricciardo. Beat them handily. Beat Lawson pretty handily. Both stints they were teammates. The first stint was a bit closer than this one. In terms of qualifying pace, Yuki outqualified Liam 6-0, but they were pretty close in terms of their times. But for some reason, they've decided not to go with Yuki. I think the main reason is that basically Yuki has been told, you are here to satisfy our engine partner. You are a Honda driver, and we don't see you as somebody that can drive for Red Bull. And I think that's very harsh on Yuki, because he's shown that I think he could do it. He could go in and be that number 2 driver, because that's what Red Bull are looking for. They're not looking for somebody to come in and challenge Max. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody to be a number 2 driver, and they feel that Liam is better suited to that than Yuki. Now, it could be that they look at Yuki and they go, he's good, but then what will happen after what's happened with Perez, what's happened with Albon, what's happened with Gasly, they might see that happening again with Yuki, and maybe they feel that Lawson is better equipped to handle that pressure. I don't know, but it's asking a lot of a guy that's only had, 11, 12 races. And Yuki's been in the sport for 4 years. He's got all of that experience, and he has more than proved himself worthy of the shot. Now, it could be that he could have gone in and absolutely, screwed the pooch, and that would be it, game over. But, you got to at least give him the go. Give him a go. But that's not going to happen. He's going to be at Racing Bulls next season. No confirmation on who his teammate is going to be yet, though it is widely expected it's going to be Isaac Hadjar. So keep an eye out for that. That will probably be announced either after this video's gone live or in the next few days. But if it's not Hadjar, I'll be very, very shocked. Where does Yuki go from here? Well, he needs to go to Aston Martin in some capacity. They're not going to replace either Fernando or Lance with him certainly straight away, but if he can go in as a reserve driver, maybe. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is a very complicated situation, and Red Bull just don't seem to have learnt from the mistakes of the past. They really haven't, But I hope Liam proves me wrong. I hope he proves his doubters wrong. I know that Sergio Perez fans are preying on his downfall, which I think is just ridiculous. I think you need to look at your driver for his performance rather than preying on the downfall of somebody else. And obviously you've got the Tsunoda fans who aren't going to be happy as well. But I think most of the criticism is rightly directed at Red Bull, that you are once again ignoring your junior system and ignoring your own principles. You've got a guy that's done the job for the last couple of years. He should be worthy of the shot, and yet you haven't given it to him. So, yeah. Well, we'll have to see how it all plays out. But Lawson in at Red Bull, Perez out, probably Hadjar in at Racing Bulls. Oh, man, it is all complicated stuff. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with the decision to promote Liam Lawson? Do you think it should have been Tsunoda? Or do you think Perez should have been given another go? Comment below, let me know. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. The support on the last 2 videos has been absolutely insane. I apologise for not uploading again sooner. I've had illness, I've been doing a show, and just kind of been busy with things. The McLaren video should come out before Christmas. That's been delayed because of everything, but I will get my McLaren video out as the last video of the year, and then we move into 2025. Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. I can't wait. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be so, so good. But guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I shall speak to you all very, very soon.